Welcome to Nintendo K channel. I am Danny. Today I'll be showing you how you connect your Bluetooth headphones or headsets like these on your Nintendo Switch without any adapters, accessories, or dongles right out of the box. As you're watching, you found this episode to be helpful. I do appreciate a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more episodes like this coming your way. All right, let's get started. So I just want to point out that this will work on every Nintendo Switch model out there. That includes the original Nintendo Switch that was released since 2017, Nintendo Switch Lite, and also Nintendo Switch OLED. You will need to be updated to the latest firmware that is updated by Nintendo is released since September 14, 2021. I will walk through step by step on how you can check and also update if needed. You'll need to be on the main menu like you see here on the screen. Go to the system settings option. Head in, go all the way down, and there's a system option here. Then you should see a system update button and the current version that you're currently on. If you don't see 13.0.0, you do need to go through the system update option. So you select that. Since I already updated my system, you will go through the whole entire process of obviously they download the file, installing, and it will restart your system. So it may take a couple minutes, so just be patient. It'll boot right back into the main menu of your system, and you go back into the system settings once again. Head in, you go all the way down, and you'll see a new option. It's called the Bluetooth audio settings here. This is where you will be pairing your device. In this case, it will be your headphones. So I have one here that's already synced, but if you did not, obviously you would pair the device. You would need to set your headphones into a pairing mode. So you will have to refer to your the instruction booklet or guide on how to do that for your model. So obviously everyone is different, but it should be similar. You would go into a pairing mode and you would select that option, and it should go through the process. You may have to try a couple times because Bluetooth is a little finicky, just to be honest with you, but that's the nature of this type of technology. Once you see it, mine is the V-Motor Crossfade. Yours should be the corresponding model of what you're using. It should show there. That shows that you have successfully synced your headphones to your Nintendo Switch. You can sync up to 10 headphones or headgear, if you should say. I just want to point out there are some limiting factors to doing this. They give you a couple of them right here on this menu. It says up to 2 wireless control can connect while using Bluetooth audio. So what that means is, regardless of what type of combination controllers, you can only use 2 wireless controllers. That could be 2 Pro controller. It could be 1 Pro controller and a Joy-Con. And if you use 2 Joy-Cons, that's considered 2 separate controllers. So if you're using 1 Pro controller, you can only use 1 Joy-Con, not the whole set like this here. So if you're using the Joy-Con grip, you cannot use these and then a Pro controller. You can use 2 Joy-Cons individually. That works fine. A way around it that I found out that if you connect your Pro controller through the USB port on your Nintendo Switch, you can bypass that limitation, but you also have to set your system to use wired connection, not wireless. Sometimes you do have to change that setting inside your Nintendo Switch to do that. So that is a way around it. So as you can see right there, it says up to 2 wireless controllers can connect while on Bluetooth. Another limitation that for you to be aware of is that Bluetooth microphones cannot be used. So if your headset has microphones, obviously this is only for listening through gameplay. So no microphones will work on this one. Another thing is, one thing I do realize when I was playing a little bit though, depending on your headphones, you may experience audio latency. What that means is anything that happens on screen and transmitted to you and in an audible sense will be out of sync a little bit depending on how good your headphones are to your Nintendo Switch. So your mileage may vary based on what you have, and so you might have to give it a shot and see how it works on your side. Another thing that I want to mention is if you play local wireless multiplayer, like if you're playing with a friend on Nintendo Switch handheld mode, that would deactivate the Bluetooth audio. So meaning if you're playing, you want to start playing, and you do that handheld mode when you play with your other friends on your own Nintendo Switch, if you're playing like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it will disconnect. So obviously that is a limitation, that it uses the channel or the bandwidth on the system itself, and they have to limit that. And so obviously they'll disconnect. Another thing is if you use a wired headset and all of a sudden you just start connected to the headphone jack, it will disconnect as well. So you would have to sync it up again. You don't have to pair it. I mentioned all this stuff I just mentioned. You don't have to pair it again, that low lengthy process. You just have to go into the settings, the Bluetooth audio, and redo the, I guess, select your headphone once again. So all in all, that's all there's to it in terms of using your Bluetooth headset on your Nintendo Switch. It's pretty straightforward, but there are some limitations on this. I think that they just implemented so you guys can use this option. There are many people have AirPods or wireless headset like these that you want to use without any wires, but there are obviously latency issues. That's an inherent part of the technology, and it's not perfect. There are also some maybe compression in audio, which is not mentioned, but it is part of the Bluetooth spec that they have to compress the audio for it to be transmitted over, wirelessly. So again, if you found this episode to be helpful, I do appreciate a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to Nintendocade for more helpful videos and tips like this coming your way. There'll be more coming up, so look forward to it. I am Danny, and I'll catch you again in the next episode.